Good, good evening, everyone. Before I go on my speech, last time I was about to speak, my wife and a good friend of mine said, "Hey, you better not cry." And I said, "I'm not gonna cry." I'm like, why am I gonna cry? I'm not gonna cry. And I got up here 2 minutes in, I was crying. But they didn't tell me this time, so I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry this time. I am honored and humbled that the voters have reelected me as one of their commissioners for this great city. Tonight makes a year of many firsts that I'm excited to be a witness, that I'm a witness of. One is election of our first female mayor, Mayor Danielle Levine Cava. Thank you, Mayor. It was an honor for you to swear me in. Well appreciated. Truth be told, so much has happened this year that deserves more attention than what we are here to recognize. This year, I watched in our community many suffer the economic crisis caused by COVID-19, that people were inspired to take to the streets to promote Black Lives Matter and the movement of equality and social justice, and that America continues to serve as a global example of the rule of law and a peaceful transition of power at our highest level of government. I know this might sound cliche, but North Miami Beach, too, is entering into a new era of community and opportunity. We are a diverse society, respectful of each other's differences, while we elect leaders who are educated and of good character. We fight to ensuring that everyone is able to participate in the future of North Miami Beach, while we leave xenophobia and racial tensions in the history where it belongs. That said, I'd like to take a moment to thank God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My faith is what has guided me throughout my political career and my life. Thank you as well to a group of people who I feel simply don't get enough thanks. To my family and friends, you do not see me much while it gets busy in City Hall, yet you provide me with endless support and manage to understand that being part of the decision-making of our city required me to be distracted and often removed from home and from your friendship. In seriousness, thank you. I love you. We could not have done any of this without you, especially my wife. Thank you. To the voters who fought with me, sometimes against me, for what we felt was the right thing to do, it is a vast majority of voters who returned me to the seat that agree that the city can do better with managing the water plant and providing public safety and doing more with less. Honestly, being a commissioner has shown me that the respect you offer voters and stakeholders in serving them is reciprocated, even when you do not always agree. Thank you. Your participation in this process makes a better government and keeps the work of this commission open for discussion. To my colleagues, I want to thank you for the professionalism and friendship that I have shared. I want to thank Commissioner Smith and her family the best in her new adventures. And especially I want to welcome our new commissioner, Daniela Jean, to this Dais. I look forward to working with you, working with all of you to make this great city great, even better. And I have a long laundry list, and this is I'm saying this in no particular order or without any disrespect, but I'm going to read these names out because these people have impacted my life greatly, so I'm going to read it out, and I'm doing this with all sincerity and with all my heart. Let me just go through it. I'd like to thank the great Congressman Frederica Wilson for giving me support and allowing me to be a 500 role model. I'm an original. I appreciate that. I like to thank my big sister, Polly, for keeping me on the straight and narrow, and always there to give me advice to keep me going. Thank you, Polly. See, and I'm not going to get choked up about this because he thought I was going to get choked up, but to my brother, Commissioner Florimon, Mac, thank you for always being there on the campaign trail. You're not like no other, and I thank you for being there with me and supporting me and telling me that we'll make it through. And always answering the question, every time I brought it up, was, how am I doing? And you said, hey, you asked me that already. You're doing fine. Thank you. Thank you to Mes Puydans, Commissioner Jean Monestein, Abraham Galbert, and my Galbert Walters family at my firm, Stephen Bickey, the Honorable Dottie Joseph, Vanessa Joseph, Linda Joseph, that make up the Joseph sisters who've always backed me, Alex Desume, the Honorable Lucia Byers Geller, the Honorable David Geller, the Honorable Annette Tadeo, Honorable Philip DeRose, Honorable Shervin Jones, Honorable Christopher Benjamin, Willis Howard, for being with me for 10 plus years in this game, and always is teaching me new things moving forward. Thank you to the Miami-Dade Dem, Steve, Robert, Byatt. You know you guys are my crew. Thank y'all. Ron Book and Kelly. Oh, you guys you believed in me, and I believe in y'all, and I say thank you. Thank you so very much. Mubarak Kazan, I finally got his endorsement, and to me, that is a lot in this being on this day, is how important that is to get. And thank you, Mubarak, for giving me that endorsement finally after all these years. Allison Roby, Pastor Ariel Vasquez, Neon. Thank you, Alex. Please, again, tell the entire crew, thank you so very much. The LCA, the BWC, Pima Book, Tilu, Bazil, Stephen Johnson, Alan Sackwis, Miss Kathia, Miss Otis from AFSCME. Thank you, Miss Otis. Janice Coakley, AFSCME Local and International Union, the Voters Council of NMB, and the entire NMB community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'll go back to the speech. And at the risk of sounding repetitive, there are a number of ways this new commission is genuinely unique, a unique group. We are unique because we represent a unique place, an affordable and welcome place for families and businesses. And as such, we experience by far the most intense, sometimes sleepless, stressful, and often surprising events that we are required to face. Most importantly, though we are unique because we are the group of leaders arriving at this critical moment in the city's history, more than any time in our generation, our city is at an uncertain place. We are entering a crucial time where economic conditions leave our public budgets in question, while we continue to deal with the legacy of previous administrations where trust and leadership was broken and where the foundations of ethical management were questioned as well. Doing business as usual is not an option for us. Yet, with a generational challenge comes a generational opportunity. For us, that opportunity is to rebuild our local economy and governance on the principles of long-term resilience, sustainability, and responsibility. This is an opportunity to redefine success from a focus on the bottom line to a focus on realizing human potential. Mostly, though, it is an opportunity to prove that ambition can coexist with our better angels. Succeeding in this will be very hard, but I believe we can succeed because there's not just good government principles to follow. There are values we already share as part of the North Miami Beach community. And while strategies and markets will always change, values shouldn't. Our city is ready to be reinvented, but we must have the fortitude to do so. And I'll close on this anecdote. In 1977, the Voyager spacecraft was launched to study the outer reaches of our solar system. When its mission was complete, it was asked to do one final task, to turn around and to take a picture. It was 3.7 billion miles away from Earth at the time. The image sent back shows almost nothing but the vastness of space. But if you look carefully, you'll see a tiny, bright speck. Our home. All of human history, all of our hopes and dreams occurred on that pale blue spot. Reflecting on this photograph, the astronomer Carl Sagan wrote, "We cannot even put our planetary home in order, riven with rivalries and hatred. Are we ready to venture out into space, to move worlds, to re-engineer plans. For our failings, despite our limitations, we humans are capable of greatness. This was his reminder to a generation of leaders. It befits my fellow colleagues. We are capable of greatness. I look forward to this opportunity to serve this community with this Dais, and thank you.
Mr. Mayor,
Madam Clerk?
with your permission, I'd like to move on to our next item.
Very well. Item 8.2, we will move on. As most of you may or may not know, every quarter we have a reappointment of our vice mayor. At this time, our vice mayor is Vice Mayor Kramer, sits next to me. I think she's somewhere here. She's in the restroom. I don't know where she went. This motion and second that we're going to have right now is going to be to appoint Michael Joseph as vice mayor for the next quarter. So at this time, I request a motion.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Villard, and it's a voice vote. So all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the motion passes. As of tomorrow, Vice Mayor Joseph.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, folks.
Mr. Mayor, can I have a point of privilege?
Absolutely.
Because in 2018, the same thing happened. Commissioner Joseph was appointed vice mayor. And my mom thought that Commissioner Joseph was vice mayor for the next several years.
That's why
They know it rotates, man.
So I'm just going to ask that everyone in this room, you get their names so that they can show up when it's my turn.
Lucky number 7, man. What do I have to tell you?
Absolutely.
Mayor, can I have a point
Commissioner
of
Villard,
privilege?
you would
Can
like
I
to
have
say
like
something?
2 minutes
Yes, please.
to say
Absolutely.
something? Okay, thank you. I just want to say a couple of words.